Hello, spiritual led entrepreneurs. This is for the entrepreneur who's outgrowing their old direction and doesn't know how to say it yet. So, if you landed upon this video, listen in. If you're an entrepreneur, you're on the spiritual path, your business is evolving, okay? And the way that your business is evolving is like a living being, right? If you think of yourself, your soul, you go through many different stages, you go through many different cycles in life, and those different cycles call out a different version of you. You're asked to step into this awareness when it comes to your business because your business is also evolving into its own unique phase and cycle as though it is a living being because energetically, your business is a living being. Okay. So if you're out here trying to force progress, if you're out here really doubting where things are going, just know that you are in a period where you have to rest, you have to reflect, and you have to even restructure some of the things. Okay. Because right now, what you're doing is you're building resilience by adapting to each phase with more presence and trust versus trying to just make things keep going forward based on the way that they have been, because that's just how they have been, right? So the goal right now is to envision creating long-term success that's rooted in balance and also your intuition, because intuitively, when you're tapped in, you're not going to be fearing anything. You're going to know if something slows down, you're going to understand that there's a reason for it, that it's serving you, or you're going to start seeing how maybe some of the ways in which you were operating before, they're no longer aligned with you. So you can't keep making money in that direction. Okay. So the big message here is don't fear any kind of slow period that you're in right now. Don't even force growth right now. Okay. Stillness does not equal failure. So if your business has come to a complete standstill, this doesn't mean that your business is failing. It just means that you need to rest and you need to reflect and you need to really tune into where your business is asking you to go and what season your business is stepping into next. So you're in a contraction cycle. Don't doubt it. Okay. This is really important for you to know. There's also a few other messages I have for you around this. So you may have made a choice to walk away from harm, okay, recently. And this could be also related to somebody that is in your environment or has been either in your home or just even in your business in general. And that person or that energy was energetically draining you. Could even be an addiction, by the way. And that was affecting your business confidence. Okay. So whatever it was that you were addicted to or that you were allowing in your space, it was lowering your vibration and it was keeping you stuck in a way that you weren't able to see the power that you hold when it comes to your business. And you were actually affected by this energy because it stopped you from thinking bigger, it stopped you from dreaming bigger, and it started making you think that when things didn't go your way in the physical material world, that you were actually just deserving of this minimalistic way, but you're actually deserving of something much greater. You just don't realize it yet, right? So by leaving this behavior, by leaving this person or whatever it is, you actually are now receiving divine protection during this time of change. So by you making the decision that I'm no longer going to tolerate something that is lowering my vibration, you're now creating a whole layer of protection around your energy to help you to move through this next cycle. So this is a big blessing that you might not even see. Okay. Another thing that you did was that you honored someone's boundaries when they themselves couldn't honor their own boundaries. Okay. So someone may have said that they want to do something with you, put energy into you, and you were like, no, that's not good for you. You're not aligned with that because I can see that this is, not for the highest good. Even though it would have benefited you, you still put a boundary up and we're like, no, this doesn't feel right. And as a result of doing that, you're also now getting blessed by having your personal boundaries get enhanced because your personal boundaries are also being rewarded for really helping other people connect with their personal boundaries, even if they themselves were not aware of them. You used your intuition, you used your inner feeling to tap into this, and you helped somebody else realize that where they were acting out of alignment with their own boundaries by being respectful. And so now all of this self-respect is going to start accelerating for you as well. The next thing is that your business is actually meant to generate a level of freedom that your younger self actually never had access to. So you may think right now that your business is just meant to go in a certain place because that's just where you feel like it's familiar, or maybe the way that you're imagining your business is like a lot smaller than where it actually could be going. Okay. And that's part of the problem is like you have to rewire your brain right now because there were things that you didn't have in your childhood that your business is meant to now unlock the freedom for you to have in your adulthood. And so what you can do is you can even do a journaling activity where you literally write down all the things that you wanted as a child. Like when I was a child, all I ever wanted to do when we were on vacation was like go on boats, right? I just wanted to go on speed boats and those jet skis, and I wanted to do like sea doing, and I wanted to do all the boat stuff, right? And I remember my parents would be like, okay, you can go on one of them, but we can't like spend the whole vacation on boats. And I was like, why not? I just want to be on boats all the time. So like I realized that like part of my as an adult, like part of my desire now is to just like live a life where I just get to be on boats every day, right? And I know that that's what my business is helping me work towards, and it's a beautiful thought, and it's exciting because my inner child gets really excited about it because that was the thing she couldn't have, right? Also just having access to like consistent healthy food. Like my parents used to just bring in junk food all the time at home. Like, oh my God, I ate so much crap as a child. It's crazy. And I just like, as I started having my awakening and realizing, oh, I just want to like eat cleaner, and I want to have access to organic foods, and I want like things to taste like alive in my mouth and in my body. Like I want it to feel good. It's like now that urge is like really, really strong. And it's like I'm making decisions with my finances that are helping me get that nourishment that I never got as a child, right? So these are just some personal examples for me, but what is that for you? So just think about this, write it down, just think about like, what is it that your inner child never got that your business can now finally provide for you? Because that is where you're going to start to see when you start putting your energy and thoughts towards creating that, the money's going to start rolling in at a bigger and bigger and bigger capacity because you're now anchored into your personal truth. Okay. And the other thing that I was seeing is that the business slowdown that you're in right now is also kind of a protection for you, because if your business was to rapidly accelerate during this time, you would be accelerating in the wrong direction, and you would have all this momentum going in a direction that one day you're just going to wake up and realize this isn't right for me. Like, I don't want to do this anymore. But you'll have all these contracts and agreements and customers that are going to have this whole snowballing effect in a direction that you're going to feel suffocated because you're like, I'm living a lie at this point. And because you're going through this big awakening, or you're about to, it's like the slowing down of your business is protecting you from waking up in a month or 2 months from now thinking, oh my God, like I wish I didn't invest so much into my business right now and receive so much, because now I'm just doing something I don't feel good doing anymore and I'm stuck with it, right? Or it's feeding my ego and I can't get out of it, or it's feeling my, it's giving me a false sense of security, or whatever it is. So you really need to experience a slowdown on purpose. And this is part of your divine protection. Now, in terms of what's coming, I just got one message about that. All right. So this is just a little teaser, but it just said that you're going to get like exactly the insights that you need at some point in the next 6 weeks, I'm hearing. And once you receive this, you're going to have to take accountability. Okay. Your soul is going to ask you to move very decisively. And the momentum is highest immediately after the truth is acknowledged. So once you have some big truth that pops in for you about where to go, what to do next, that is when suddenly you're going to have to take action. And the longer you wait to take action, the less successful you're going to be. The quicker you take action once receiving this truth, the more momentum you're going to have, the more successful your business is going to be. So your job right now is to just relax, let it all happen, let it all come through. Once the truth bombs start hitting you, start taking action then, and everything will go from there. But those truth bombs cannot hit you unless your body is actually in a state of receptivity. To get into a state of receptivity, you got to relax, you got to have fun, you got to stop working so hard. Okay. So look at this as like a mini vacation time rather than a time of punishment. And you will start realizing that this whole entire season that you're in right now is preparing you for something bigger and much better than you ever could have imagined. Okay. So we're going to get into a code. I'm going to drop in a code for you. This code is called the strategic alignment code. And the way that this code is set up is that you're going to realize that your best strategy for your business moving forward is actually rooted inside your body. And that's why we need you to rest. And that's why we need you to relax, because when you rest and relax and just go with the flow, nourish yourself, get enough sleep, drink enough water, all that good stuff, right? You're going to start feeling more connected to your physical vessel, and your physical vessel stores your DNA, as you know, and all the answers are in your DNA. And so the strategy for your business is also going to get locked in your DNA. Okay, so you guys can just sit back and relax. You could put your palms facing up over your lap if you like, and just take a few deep breaths. Just slow down your thoughts and just get into a nice, beautiful, relaxed energy, feeling your feet on the ground, anchored in, feeling your stomach and your solar plexus alive, pulsing with life. Feeling your heart open to the expansiveness of all the love that the divine has for you and all the love that's available to you and through your business as well. And we're just going to ask the hand of God to now start unlocking all of your DNA that has all the codes and information for you to step into the next cycle of your business. These are little mini strategies. These are going to be like impulses that you're going to get. Like, I got to call this person and reconnect with them. I'm not sure why. Or I got to go to this event, or, I got to make a post about this particular subject, or I need to, revisit this old client because I have a feeling they have something to share with me. Whatever it is, you're going to start getting at least some of the details to breadcrumb you on this path. And some of you guys I'm hearing are just going to get it all at once. It'll be like all at once. So depending on how open your crown is and how receptive you are to this, it'll either come in as a slow trickle, or it'll just come in as like a light bomb that just completely blows you up inside. And you're just like, wow, I didn't even realize that was possible in my reality, but now it's suddenly available to me. So we're just unlocking this all in your DNA. And we're just asking the hand of God to also make it so that your crown, your heart, and your root can all connect to it so that it can feel really balanced in your body. And it can also feel like it's almost like you need to know, I don't know, I just keep hearing some of you guys need to know that whatever you're calling in is attainable, because it's like some part of you is doubting that this is attainable, but it really is attainable. Like, it's not, you think it's like, the way I'm seeing it is like, you think that some like dream you have is like really far-fetched. I'm getting so many chills right now. It's like you think that you have to like wait like another 10 years to get to where you're trying to go. But the way that God is showing me, it's like actually you're just on the other side of the spiral staircase, and you're going to come around, and then all of a sudden you're going to be there, and you're going to be like, whoa, this happened in like a year. And it's like really a lot closer to you than you realize. But because you're still in this mindset that it's so far away, you don't realize it. So I'm just hearing to like connect you back to the truth and your intuitive nudges about how far along you actually are. Because I think some of you guys are doubting how far you on your business, because you're looking at your business from a place of like how much money you've been able to generate or how many clients. But like, you have to look at the energy of it. You have to look at like, how much energy did you put into your business in the field? Because actually this is interesting. Okay, let me just finish this and I'll tell you a quick story, because I was getting this download yesterday. Okay, so we're just going to unlock all of these strategies, all these DNA codes. They look like they're settling in nicely. I'm seeing them start to just ease into your body. Good. And then you can just put your hand over your belly and just say, I got this. I got this. Yeah, you got this. That's it. Take a breath, come back. Perfect. Okay, so the story that I wanted to share with you is that the other day I was reflecting on certain domain names that I bought. And I was like, why did I buy those domain names? Because like nothing ever happened to them. I never built a website. I never did anything with them. I never actually like, turn them into anything. But I was like, I remember like when I bought them, it was like so divinely guided. I was like in a meditation and it was like, buy these, and I'm getting goosebumps again. And it was like, okay, so I bought them. And then I just like, it was coming time for them to expire. And then God was like, okay, let them expire. And I was like, what was the point of that? Like why am I holding on to this? Or why did I even buy this? And then what I heard recently was actually, I completely changed the entire energy of the world by buying those domains. And it was because the intention that I had behind the domain and what its purpose was for the planet had already been initiated in the planetary frequency just through my investment in the domain. And I was like, whoa. So that's kind of how business works. It's like there's a lot of stuff that's going on in the unseen realms when we're investing time into things or studying things or just putting out like if you put out like a poster, on a street lamp, like the intention that you put in that poster is felt from like everybody that walks by, whether they know it or don't know it. It's like that poster is hitting them, right? And what is it doing to them is the question. If you're here and you're putting out good stuff all the time with really powerful intentions, well, that's counting as karma points to your business. Okay. And so what's happening is that you're putting out these little investments, and they're all going to come back to you at some point. They're all going to come back to you in ways that you thought you weren't ready for yet. And but you are ready, because look at all the things you invested in. Like, how many of you have made your own website? Like, I've tried to make like 6 of my own websites, or maybe even more, like 10 or 20 actually. There's so many things that I've put energy into with intention. And the big message I was getting over the weekend is like, none of those were unnoticed by God. Maybe they didn't get a lot of traffic, maybe not, maybe you put out an event, nobody came, whatever it is, like, you still put it out there. You still put that energy out into the universe. And that, even though it didn't result in the way that you thought or it should or expected it to, it's like God still saw it. God's still watching you. That intention still got recorded into history and into the land and the frequency. And that is what you're going to be receiving for. Okay. So if you want to do an additional journaling exercise, another thing you can do is just write down all the things that you've put energy into when it comes to your business. Like, did you host an event or a party or a potluck? Or, did you do a bunch of lives, on your Facebook? Or were you out doing podcasts all the time and just putting out good knowledge? Or did you write a book? And whatever you've done, you can even just write it in the comments, because what you're doing is you're acknowledging it by writing it down and saying, actually, I did this and this has gone into the universe, and I am open to receiving for that. Okay. And this is just going to accelerate your success. It's going to help you to receive more from just the efforts that you've already put out there. And other than that, I hope you enjoy this rest period. Please do like and subscribe if this resonated with you. I will be posting more videos for spiritually led entrepreneurs. If you want to get into a more wealth embodiment when it comes to the soul, you can check out wealthcodeactivations.com. The description box has all the information, and explore the 33 wealth codes that I channeled. You'll get one a day for 33 days delivered to your inbox, and that will also help you to be able to get into complete alignment with how to receive from the divine when it comes to your wealth. And other than that, I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Thank you so much for being here. Bye.